Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and this is episode 42 of An Englishman Abroad, a Journeyman Story. We've got 6 more games to run through for you, as well as one massive signing. Run the intro. Before we look at the major signing, we must look at the departures, and Aaron Ramsey is one of them. Only on loan to Guingamp in France until the end of the season. Wanted more first team football. I did give it to him for a little while. Took himself off the transfer list, so all was well, but then I decided, you know what? You haven't been happy here for a long time. You're on a massive wage, and he will be one that will probably go in the summer if we can find a decent buyer for him. Another man that's gone is Sami Khedira. He has gone to Levante permanently for £550,000. Again, another player that has been a great servant to Juventus. He's been there an awful long time, but I just felt that we needed to cut ties. He's 34. He is getting to the end of his life as a footballer, so I made the decision to allow him to leave. He hadn't played at all during the season. Now to look at the one major addition, and it is this man, Giovanni Lo Celso from Paris Saint-Germain for a fee rising to £77 million. Now, I mentioned at the end of the last episode that we were looking for an attacking midfield player. We have got our man. This is going to be the guy that's going to play in the role behind the striker. There is a lot of talk about him in real life. Technique of 16, teamwork of 16, vision of 16, first touch of 16. He is a player that could improve, although his potential ability is only set at 3 stars. So it might be a gamble. When you pay a big transfer fee for any player, it's always a gamble, but I'm hoping this one's going to come off. We also start today's roundup with a 2-0 win away at Genoa. Let's take a look at the goals from Ronaldo and Berdanuschi. So Cristiano Ronaldo put us in front just before half-time. Good work from Berdanuschi down the right with a run. Crosses to the far post for Keane. He headed it back across and Ronaldo headed it into the net for 1-0. And then we added a second on the 55th minute. Good save from the goalkeeper. Ronaldo picked up the loose ball. Keane, Ronaldo had another go, and then Berdanuschi put it in the net for 2-0, and that is how it stayed. We also had a goal disallowed in the early part of the first half, and as you can see by the statistics, we dominated the game. Massive win, this one over Inter Milan by 2-1. A goal from Ronaldo and a goal from Keane. Let's take a look at the goals. So Ronaldo again just before half-time. Berdanuschi with the corner. Boccini with the header towards goal. And Ronaldo tapped in near enough on the line for 1-0. Then we made it 2-0 in the 73rd minute. Berdanuschi again. Keane wide open. And he angles it into the bottom corner. But the points weren't safe just yet, as Inter hit back. Brozovic played it through to Melanterin, who played it through to Icardi, who played it on to Palanio, who finished beyond Perrin. But Inter could not find a second goal, and that is how it stayed, 2-1. We took on Bologna next up, and they were beaten badly by 4-0. Let's take a look at the goals from the game. 2 goals early on. First one up from Berdanuschi. There is Lo Celso playing his first game for us. It's his only appearance so far. Berdanuschi with the turn and the angled shot into the top corner for 1-0. Pranic with the second goal. Free kick, another great one from him. Goalkeeper probably should do better, but from that angle it's very difficult. We made it 3-0 just after half time. Cancelo with the cross into the middle. Keane with the header down. Diego Costa bundling it over the line. And we completed the scoring in the 87th minute with Cancelo with the ball again into the box. Defender doesn't do well. Costa with the tackle. Keane with the finish. 4-0. Happy days. Now a rare one coming up. A blank. A 0-0 draw. I think it's the first one we've had. Certainly in Serie A this season. Not for the want of trying. 34 attempts at goal. 16 on target. But Empoli stood firm. Diego Costa did miss a penalty. He is now off penalty taking duties. They even had a man sent off to try and help us, but alas, we could not find a way through. We did manage to sneak a 1-0 win over Torino. Let's take a look at the Kings goal. Just before half-time, so a crucial one really when you're playing a side that are defending pretty well. Torino were at this point. Keane with a great run through 5-6 players before firing into the net to give us that all-important goal for the 1-0 win. But our dreams of winning the Coppa Italia are over. We are out. Roma beat us by 2-1. Let's take a look at the goals from the game. So Saul Sadalo put Roma in front from a corner. Disappointed with that, really. Szczesny back in goal, thankfully, but couldn't do much with that. We equalised on the 60th minute. Pranic played the ball off the defender. Vargas picked up the loose ball and slotted it in the bottom corner. At this point, I thought we were going to extra time. We weren't. Fabian Delph with the corner in. Beaten to a corner once again. Malos with the goal for Roma to send them through to the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia. So here we are back at the competition screen. So the Coppa Italia dream is over. Not that the board were very worried about it. We've still got that game to come with Borussia Dortmund. You'll see that in the next roundup. In Serie A, it's going very, very well. Although Milan do have 2 games in hand, we are 14 points clear. Sailing ahead in Serie A. Just the 1 defeat so far. That against Napoli. Sampdoria have had a good month. They're up into the top 6. Roma, Napoli, 7th and 8th respectively. Fiorentina still down in 11th, so they don't look like they're making a push for Europe this year. Down at the bottom, Salernitana are bottom still of Serie A. Cagliari are in 19th position on 14 points. Genoa just above them. Empoli, with their draw against us, they are gathering a bit of breathing room, but just the 1 point above the dreaded drop. So a good month all round, other than the Coppa Italia defeat. Although it wasn't important to the board, it was a trophy and it was something we potentially could have won. So I'm quite disappointed to have gone out. But Roma did play very well on the day. But glad and delighted to get Lo Celso over the line. He was one I was looking at in the summer and we couldn't get the deal done. We have now got it done. So, tick. We have an attacking midfielder. That will probably be it for January. I might do something last minute, but if it's going to be anything, it's probably going to be a goalie. We have got a bit of an issue coming on the horizon. Cristiano Ronaldo's contract is up at the end of the year. He will not probably renew it. He is on £1 million a week, as you saw right at the very start of this series with Juventus. So plans are afoot to try and replace him. I don't know how we're going to replace Ronaldo, but we are going to replace him with somebody, possibly 2 players, is my guess. But we are looking, we are scouting, and we'll see how that transpires in a few episodes' time. So it's Cristiano Ronaldo's last season with Juventus. I am pretty for sure. In fact, I'm positive that's going to be the case. Anyway, if you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel but would like to do so, please click the subscribe button down in the corner. That was episode 42 of An Englishman Abroad, a Journeyman Story. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.